Welcome. Welcome. We are back StreamYard it again. What's up, Everyday Gaming? What's up, Mr. KC? What's up, everybody in the StreamYard? I'm glad to be back. Glad to be getting it in. So, vaping fast break, what's going on? Now, let's get into this situation. Kevin Durant has proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that he is undoubtedly, if not the best, one of the best players in the game today. Is there anybody who's seeing an ad right now? Or did anyone just see an ad pop up? Because I think we're having some technical difficulties or something. The button says hit the like button. That is true. Oh, we're going to get into this. No ad. Okay. Let me know if you see an ad appear. Because something's happening on my end. I don't understand it. Okay. Nothing. All right. Cool. Now, let's get into it. What's up, Kev? I see you. Now, people want to know a few things about the construct of how this process works. Okay? Why am I saying Kevin Durant has proved he's more popular than LeBron? Or King James, rather, right? What has happened to bring this on? Well, to me, it's very simple. And we're going to come full circle in 1 second here. Yep. And here's the situation, because I want people to be clear about it. We're having a lot of technical difficulties in this situation, and a lot of people don't understand what in the world is going on. It's a lot of craziness. Kevin Durant right now is so popular. It has shocked the NBA. Kevin Durant, by him being gone and coming back, Kevin Durant has more votes. He has more votes than Steph Curry. Steph Curry was gone the same time as Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant has more votes in the All-Star game than Steph Curry. He's less than 100,000 votes behind LeBron James. Kevin Durant barely does an interview. He's barely in commercials. He barely speaks. He's a very quiet person. He lets his game speak for him. He's not on the Instagram every 24 seconds shaking his booty or talking about every social media or whatever the trending topic is on social media. He's in the running for MVP for the league. Steph Curry is also a great player. Don't let anyone, make you believe that that's false. Kevin Durant. Excuse me, sir, when you said Kevin Durant, who was that guy? Ray Cash. He said Kevin Durant is on no one Mount Rushmore. Okay, here's an interesting question I have for you. Why isn't he? Have you seen another player like him in the league? Has there been another player close to being Kevin Durant? They said Michael Porter Jr. was the next Kevin Durant. I almost laughed because he's not. You've never seen anything like Kevin Durant. Before him, you can't say, man, Kevin Durant is more like this guy. There's never been a Kevin Durant. Sorry. There's never been a Kevin Durant. Oh, you've seen a LeBron before, right? You've seen a LeBron before. Sean Kemp was a LeBron, a better version of him. We've seen these players before. You've never seen somebody 7 foot tall can play the guard position, shoot as accurately as he has. Never seen that. You've never seen that. Somebody shoot as accurately as him. Come in this league and do the things that he could do on the offensive and defensive end. Yeah, but T-Mac wasn't the size Kevin Durant is. But yeah, T-Mac was, I would say T-Mac was very close. Still not on LeBron's level. I mean, what is LeBron's level? I don't get that, Ray Cash. What is the level you're talking about? Because I don't understand what you're saying. Well, the game is still going on now. It's late, but Portland is beating Philly. Melo's having a good fourth quarter. As of right now, oh yeah, the Bucks yacht party was lit. Let me see. Let me speed this up. Yeah, you're right. I just sped it up. Yeah, Portland won. Kevin Durant has 1 million votes more than Giannis. Kevin Durant is more popular than Giannis. He's more popular than Steph Curry. How about that? How about that? More popular than Steph Curry, the whole nine. Okay, Ray, answer me this. Who's a better scorer of the basketball, LeBron James or Kevin Durant? Oh, yeah, my Cash App is Carcino. You want to support the page? Karceno. Okay. Who's a better shooter from three, Kevin Durant or LeBron James? Who's a better rebounder, you would think? How many years 147 ERR has LeBron James played, and how many years has Kevin Durant played? So KD's a better rebounder. So Kevin Durant has better mechanics of the game. I would say court IQ, Kevin Durant. He was better high school basketball player than LeBron James. LeBron never went to college, but KD set records in the NCAA tournament for the most points scored, and in 2 games in the tournament, he had set a record in his 1 year in Texas. KD can play off the ball better than LeBron. That is true. He's a better defender than LeBron James. I've seen Kevin Durant guard 5 positions. Easy. Will KD be a top 10 all time? There's some people that will tell you Kevin Durant is probably top 10 right now. I disagree with that statement. He's overrated, period, as a basketball player. He's only a better passer than Kevin Durant. Okay, I'll give you that to a degree. I mean, he can pass the ball. I will give him that. I'll say he's a better passer of the ball than Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant's not made for passing the ball. You give that ball to him to score. I think that LeBron controls the pace of the game better than Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant cannot have the ball at the top of the key, trying to, wait till guys get free and hit guys with passes as they're cutting. That's not his job. He's there to take advantage of a mismatch and put the ball in the net. And he's very accurate at doing it. Nobody has had his type of injury come back and to be able to perform the way he was able to come back and perform. The league doesn't like it. The league does not like the fact that the New Jersey Nets are who they are and how they got to where they are. They don't like it. They don't like it one bit. And because of it, it's things are getting a little heated. The NBA is trying to get some type of control over the players. They want the players to mind them. So what this is a jockeying for power. What's up, Joku?
What up, Carcino?
Nothing too much, man. They trying to do my man dirty, but it's not working because Kevin Durant in the voting right now is crushing everybody. He's right behind LeBron James in the voting for the All-Star game. LeBron James votes are at an all-time low at this point. No one was even this close to LeBron ever in votes. Steph Curry is behind Kevin Durant by about 200,000, almost 300,000 votes.
What up,
and only 3 with at least 4 million at this point.
Wow.
Right.
Now, how much marketing have they put into Kevin Durant?
None.
None.
The last marketing they done was when he beat LeBron in the finals.
Exactly.
Commercial. That's the last time they gave him credit.
Right.
Exactly. So he has not been marketed at all. He's been out of the league for 2 years. He comes back and plays a half of this season and already has 4 million votes, almost right behind LeBron James by less than 100,000 votes.
And I want to say this real quick too. I'm sorry to interrupt. But here's my thing. We've alluded to this many times about Kevin Durant. He's a freak of nature. You know what I mean? You never seen, like you said, a 7-foot player. You know what I mean? You can handle the ball and move around like a guard at the speed of a guard. You know what I mean? Can guard all 5 positions. Can shoot with that accuracy. You know, with the accuracy of like damn near Klay Thompson or Steph Curry. You know what I mean? Can drive to the basket effortlessly and finish. You know what I mean? With touch and power at the same time. You know what I mean? Post moves.
Yep.
He has no weaknesses in his game. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. And this game is a lot more appeasing to see. I mean, to watch than LeBron. You know what I mean? When you watch Kevin Durant play, you're going to see something spectacular. You can't say the same thing about LeBron. It's as simple as that.
Exactly. You think about this too, man. When he was in high school, Ty Lawson tried his best to get him to go to Carolina with him. Can you imagine them on the same team in college for 1 year?
Man. That'd have been crazy.
Roy wouldn't be able to handle that. Roy wouldn't be able to handle
that. Right. He would have tried to make Kevin Durant normal. Texas, they let him go. They said, man, we can't hold nothing back this great. You got to let that go. Work the offense through him. Get that man the ball. Somebody get that man a basketball.
Rick Barnes knew what he had. He knew what he had.
Exactly.
He just let him do what he had to do.
I mean,
that's why he should have been the #1 pick.
All right. So now they want him back for Saturday's game. So they want Kevin Durant back for Saturday's game. I'm Kevin Durant. I should say my Achilles is acting up. I'm gonna have to sit this one out. I might be back Tuesday.
Put on the Put on the good old low management.
But for him, I know what he's doing. I know what the league is doing, and they know what the league is doing. They know they're getting hosed. They know why the league is doing what they're doing and coming after them. And the league is trying to show them it's our way and no other way. Like y'all gonna fall in line, and they not going. They fight, nah, because it's hard to rip off all of that talent.
Right. You notice, have they even talked about this all week? Have they said anything on the media? Because I don't watch Undisputed or ESPN.
No, they really haven't gone into it too much. They talked about it at first when it first went down because the NBA looked real stupid letting Kevin Durant play and pulling him out in the game. It's like the damage is already done. Why are you pulling him out? What is that going to do when this guy's already had COVID before?
Exactly. It's like their crookedness can't get hidden.
He passed his test. So what he going to get it again and just start spreading it around? That the odds of getting it twice, is low.
Very slim. Yeah.
It happened, but it's low.
Right. And how come they never talked about who had it for the Lakers?
Exactly.
They never brought it up. But they're gonna let him sit.
Because they would have to explain why the hell they let him play. Why they didn't sit everybody.
That.
Right. They was like, okay, I'm quite sure people that tested positive was around everybody else. Ain't that contact tracing?
Yeah.
So why they ain't sitting down?
Yeah.
Kevin Durant, he was on the court. He was on the court with everybody. He was on the court with the other team he played against. So it's like, okay, he's been around everybody on Brooklyn. Y'all ain't sat him down. He been around the team they were playing against.
Indiana.
So what why is that a case now when you didn't sit him down, you didn't bench him, you didn't do any of these things to him? Now all of a sudden it's a problem. That's the big hang up I got. It's like the double standard. It's existing for no reason. You know, I'm
Right.
just like, it's not even necessary to have a double standard.
Exactly, dog. They're putting all their marketing into this one guy, you know what I mean? And you have a fresh crop of superstars, great talent, you know what I mean, such as Trae Young, Ja Morant, and they're not even getting any promotion.
They are trying to do a better job of marketing to other players, Trae Young and Luka.
Oh, well, Trae, okay. Well,
they're doing that because, and the reason why they're putting marketing dollars behind them is because they know these two came in together. They the future. They trying to make it like a rivalry.
Right. That's why they're if they play each other, they'll televise that game to see what type of draw they get with that.
Exactly. And now that Kevin Durant
play each other
has gotten more votes than basically he's ever gotten at this stage in an all-star game. This is just for an all-star game. He got all of these votes already coming in. That shows you his popularity is right there with LeBron James. And he did it without marketing. He did it without anything except for what he put out on the basketball court.
That's it.
Period.
And you know his jersey is selling. You know his merchandise is selling, man.
Right.
Oh, of course it is.
Selling.
You know what time it is.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Who the fuck is Luka?
All right, Luka already.
I just have to ask that question, dog. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Hey, Kenny, hold on, real quick, Kennedy, bro. We're live right now. Tone the F-bombs down, bro.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Luka. Yo, he a wild dude.
How many votes he got? How many votes he got? Luka. How many votes he got?
Luka got about 2 million. I think he got about 2 million right now.
They definitely fabricated LeBron's numbers. I'm like, yeah, because I'm like, his numbers to be that high. I'm like, because if you look at everybody else's numbers, they're really close to LeBron's numbers. So I'm like, oh, they fabricated this.
Oh, LeBron was losing. You see, they looked at it early. LeBron was losing in the numbers.
He was.
So when
Steph Curry is not a great light-skinned hope ain't in the run.
I mean, no, he up there. Steph got 4 million right along with everybody, like with LeBron and him. But Giannis is like 3 point. Yeah, he in the fourth spot altogether. He got like 3.2. He's $1 million behind KD now, and that's the guy they've been marketing. They want him to do.
Yeah.
It'd have been dope if they would have kept the concept the same, had KD and Steph be the captains, and neither one of them picked LeBron.
That'll be fun.
But we beat you, man. Ronnie's on the team.
Do you know what kind of controversy that would have even started for them?
Yeah. I
would have been so proud of them. They'd have been out the league and blackballed, but I'd have been very proud of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, LeBron is still the Donald Trump of the game.
Wow.
Donald Trump of the game. Wow.
That's funny.
CP gone, bro. We ain't seen CP.
Oh yeah, I'm still waiting on that Tom Brady jersey.
Brady was lit, boy. They tried to ask him a question. He just kept walking.
He gonna wear that jersey.
Brady was done, man. Brady was like, look, man, he was even drunk. He completed a pass drunk. He threw the dog on Super Bowl trophy.
Right. I said that to you, Cena. I was rolling. I was crying laughing. I was like, this dude really threw
I
the
think
Super Bowl.
he actually called somebody nigga.
He
called Patrick Mahomes nigga.
No, he did. And that's the thing. They got the audio. He just said it. He called him an a-hole.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that, they really had that audio.
Sound like it was by saying, I don't want to say what he said. Everybody gonna think. Everybody gonna think that he's talking about the magic word. That's why I said he's a punk. Because I'm like, dog, you a punk. Why would you even try to play the race card when it ain't a race, a racial situation at all? He called you an a-hole. You just mad. You embarrassed because you just got scored on.
Yeah, you was frustrated the whole game.
Yeah, he was. was frustrated because y'all letting a 37-year-old tight end get off on y'all.
Exactly. And see,
Again, I don't think Brady even sweated that whole game.
There was no need to.
He don't need to. He been through that. He been through that experience of the Super Bowl.
One time. He got sacked
So
one
let's go.
time.
Let's go play this scrimmage. Let's go ahead and play this scrimmage and beat them. Go ahead.
That's
Come
what
on.
he said in the beginning of the thing when you know how they play the voices of the game. He's like, we know everything they finna do, so ain't nothing else. Let's go have some fun.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all?
Man, and see,
What's
no,
up,
I want the
Not
same
much, not much.
criticism that they gave Cam Newton. I want them to criticize and bash and destroy Patrick Mahomes like they did Cam. They ain't doing that. They keep talking about even his incompletions were amazing. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Come on, man.
Like,
He's a mulatto, man. He's a mulatto.
They gotta make that. They gotta make that money last. They gotta make that money stretch out, man.
Right.
They gonna pump him.
He got all those weapons, and they making more excuses for him. And Cam Newton threw the Cotchery and all these other bums, but he don't get that same thing. Donovan never get all of. He threw up, and he put points on the board. This guy got all-star team ain't put no points on the board, and they keep making excuses for him. He didn't have an offensive line. Neither did Cameron Donovan.
I know, but people.
But Donovan
really
denied it.
People still in their feelings about this doggone NFL Super Bowl crap. People are still in their feelings, dog.
Yes, they are.
A lot
of people still in their feelings.
The Chiefs fans are so
Brady winning, and I love it. I'm like, y'all the Kansas City Chiefs. Y'all cheated all last year.
Yeah, they did.
Exactly.
Why in the world would I even think or care anything about y'all being upset about some flags that were legit? Yeah. I'm like, dude, all y'all flags were legit. Y'all need to stop crying about it. You can't call that. The only one that I would say was, I'm like, well, they probably shouldn't have called that on Honey Badger.
Yeah.
Right, Honey Badger in the end zone. I probably would have let that go, but that was 1st and 10. So I'm like, dog, that's 1st and 10. That didn't really do nothing. We were already on the 10, so what we gonna go? It was gonna be 2nd and goal from the 10.
What's up, y'all? Salute. Look how you want to pick it out.
I just hope that I just hope the Bucks don't get Odell Beckham Jr. man, because that's the rumor.
No, they're not gonna get him. They don't have enough. They don't have enough space.
Did you? Oh, you probably didn't go to the parade. Oh, the parade. Yeah, you talking about the parade?
Oh yeah.
Boy, Bruce Arians, boy.
Bruce Arians, I told you that was the guy. Bruce, baby.
Bruce let it out, boy.
Bruce was crazy out there. I saw it on the news because they had it on the news.
Yeah, they had it on the news out here. They had to cut him off the news because my man.
Right. Hey, this the last time y'all gonna hear about Tampa Bay.
Man, you crazy.
Exactly. We finna dominate the whole team.
Dog, they gonna win again, man.
You heard what I said.
Hey,
hey, see, you has
Hopkins with him.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna
Bruce said. Bruce said that's that Kansas City shit. We going for 2.
That cracked me up.
We going for 2.
Everybody was saying it. That's the thing. Mike Evans said it too when we were down there.
Yeah, he did.
What did he say about Kansas City? What did they say about Kansas City?
He said, that's that Kansas City shit. We going for 2.
Right.
Remember Kansas City?
Yeah,
that's
they played it all on the news.
Yeah, don't say no running it back.
No, he said we ain't running it back.
Dog, I'm telling you, wherever Deshaun Watkins go and he got
He gonna come to Carolina, baby. He coming to Carolina.
No, he gonna stay in Houston, man.
He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere.
Stop it. How many times I gotta tell you, bro? Your
He got that contract.
That contract. He ain't going nowhere. He might as well.
He need to go to Oakland. I want him to go to Oakland so bad.
He might as well shut up.
I want him to go to Oakland so bad.
But we got. I keep telling people we got the cash space and we have all the draft picks and we got the pieces to get him.
So
we might lose one person. All right, here my man Bruce.
We're gonna lose. Bruce.
If they get Hopkins back in Houston,
Jason Lane and Bruce Arians.
Bruce drunk his head.
Right. Drunk with a beer in his hand.
I cannot take credit for any of this. All right, we have the coaching staff in the NFL. and we damn sure got the best players in the NFL. All right?
Really?
Is running back bullshit. All right? That's bullshit. We go over two. All right? We go.
This sounds like a full-fledged party.
We'll keep this band together, and they know how to win. All right? I can't thank the players, the families enough for all the support during this crazy-ass year that we had to put up with. All right? You beat COVID, and you beat every damn team we lined up against.
Hey,
go ahead, Bruce.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Bruce.
Pete, I'm gonna kick your ass. Where you?
Bruce. Go ahead, Bruce.
Then he said it.
COVID, and you beat every damn team we lined up against.
Man, they watched somebody dump cold water on them like they did at the Super Bowl.
And you did it the right way.
They didn't feel like it.
He was woo.
Man, he had to vent, man. He had to let it all out, man. He been in the league all this time.
Having some fun, couple beers he's thrown back.
Then the general manager finna come out.
For Tampa Bay, where they're having a celebration, we got through a couple of speeches, but then of course allowing them to talk and to spend this time with their teammates.
GM Jason Lund, I want to see if we can listen in to the general manager of
Right, they were like, okay, look,
he's been the architect.
let's let the general manager get in here and say a couple.
Say something.
Bruce Arians. So
They were like, okay, the news is like, okay, he through cussing, so we can just go on back. Now let's get the general manager.
They had to get him off there.
Hold on.
That was hilarious.
He drunk too.
Who wasn't drunk?
General manager.
I think they was drunk the whole last quarter. That's how easy it was.
manager of Fox football team.
Look, he ain't come out and talk for 20 seconds.
You almost said ML. You almost said these months. You know, you almost said it.
How long? I can't hear.
And to keep you next year, and we're gonna fucking win this thing again, all right?
There we go. That's my nigga right there. That's my nigga.
Yeah.
Guys, you can understand they're celebrating, they're having a good time again. Family show here, but apologize for some of the language. But this is
some of the language.
They kept cutting away, dog, because they drunk and they just start letting it off. Man, they didn't
They
care.
said some of the language.
So much shit. It's unbelievable.
Tom brought
Yeah,
the
man.
down the
Let them
goal
have it,
line.
man. Let them do it. Let
Yeah,
them do
man.
it.
Tom was throwing the trophy all around.
Yeah,
I think
Brady was drunk.
threw
Yeah,
up
Brady
a
was
crank
drunk.
sign. No bullshit.
But
I think he
they
threw
was
up a crank.
drinking beers and
the funny
drinking
thing
beers
about
and
it
popping.
is that all the haters, the people that hate Tom Brady, they loved him then.
And did you
They
know the
loved him when
cancel?
he was drunk. They were like, oh man, he tore up.
Did
You know what?
Oh my bad.
That's my guy.
Did you know the Kansas City Chiefs the fans, they went to the parade and was booing?
Oh yeah. They were like,
They were on the news too. They were on the news.
no, they was on the yacht and they booed Brady while he was holding.
Yeah, they got their 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, they have nothing else
Yeah, they
better to
got the
do.
Kansas City yacht out there. I mean, but that
They ain't got nothing else better to
place
do,
was
dog.
ripped and red. Oh,
Yeah,
don't
it
worry.
was.
We gave them the whole business. We were just waving the shirts around. We was champion.
Oh, did I tell y'all the
Y'all
same
are
way they lost to the Texans? Well, the same way the Texans lost to them was the way they were gonna lose. They could have really did them bad, dog. They could have really whooped them real bad, but they were just being nice.
Yeah, man.
I told them the
Yeah.
great white hope out there, man. I'm telling you, if a Brady or a
They could
Manning
have
out
scored
there,
50 points. They really could have scored 50 points with ease.
yeah, they really, what he said,
Uh-oh.
they really could have scored it.
There we go. Hey, did you hear when Bruce Arians was like,
Yeah. Your ass ain't going nowhere.
nowhere? Yeah.
Your ass ain't going nowhere either.
I'm telling y'all, if they hook, they probably gonna put Deshaun Watkins in Denver because Denver and the Texans is the same team.
And then he told Leonard Fournette the same thing. He said, "Your ass ain't going nowhere."
I'm telling you, they put Watson and Hopkins
I'm happy for
together
that though, man.
in
He
Denver.
deserves it, man. For that, he
They
deserves it.
going.
Yeah, he do. He deserves
No,
it.
he talking about he talking about David. David a free agent. And that's why what's the name? White was out there talking about, man.
They only got
we
three.
We the best team in basketball.
They only got three free agents, and that's David is
man. I'm telling y'all, if Deshaun Watson and Hopkins be in Denver, them niggas going to the Super Bowl. I'm telling you straight up.
Oh,
okay. And David is the only three free
agents.
Look how,
man. No, they got four, and what you call is a free agent too. The slot receiver. What's it? No, Godwin. Godwin's I think free agent too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Brady.
A lot of them players, man, they'll resign just to stay there with Brady again, man.
Yeah, Brady's gonna retire, dog.
They loving this. Brady needs to retire. Brady already said he's coming back. Godwin, he just told Godwin he's coming back. That's what he just said. Your ass ain't going nowhere either.
Dog, that boy cussing like a motherfucker. Dog, that boy said, look at boy, they were doing the most. But I'm telling you, they're gonna put Deshaun Watson and Hopkins in Denver. I'm telling you.
I just don't think it's feasible. I don't think they could afford to keep.
He got too much money, man. Hopkins gonna Watson gonna stay in Houston, man.
The general manager saying like, "Hey, we can keep everybody, but you got to keep Fournette and you got to keep David Godwin. If we ain't got enough money, you gotta let him go.
Yeah,
but you got
Godwin is replaceable.
Yeah,
I'm telling y'all, because I hear Watson don't want to be here. He don't.
And
it's like when Harden wanted to leave.
No, we gonna trade OJ Howard. OJ Howard could be traded. Cameron Braid has proved he's better than OJ Howard. OJ Howard was great when he was healthy, but he's not as athletic.
What if y'all think Watson went to the Bears?
That'll never happen.
They don't like black quarterbacks, man.
Oh,
never happened. So
damn,
they ain't never had a black quarterback.
Yeah,
look at the history.
Chicago
they never had
Vince Evans by mistake.
Who is Vince Evans?
I don't even know who that is.
Who the hell is Vince Evans?
Exactly.
Oh, exactly. Vince Evans was the quarterback. They figured out he was black. They said, "Oh, wait a minute. We got to trade out of here. We got to trade
straight up out of here." Grand opening, grand closing. They got to go out of there that quick. That's how.
She was about she's probably in her 80s then. They had Vince Evans out there as the quarterback. They was like, wait a minute, Vince Evans. I thought that was a white person.
His side chick is 65.
Did y'all see the interview with Adolika Sue said? They said they asked him what was the game plan to beat Mahomes, and he said straight up, he was like, force him to go right. We force him to go right and not
Man, that defense was brutal on the board.
I tell you, man, they were listening to your videos, They critique what you're doing, what you say about the game plan. Right? He repeated everything you said.
Oh, that defense was so vicious on them. I thought they were gonna score at least 50, like you said.
Yeah,
I thought
they could have scored 50 points easy, man. That was so easy.
Yeah.
They decided they wanted to just run the clock out because the defense was holding, so they just started running the ball. They couldn't stop the run either. They was getting Rojo was getting 7-8 a pop right along with my man Fournette. Fournette was bouncing off tackles.
That nigga
when he faked that jump, when he faked that jump, when he ran through that cut and jumped and then went down and went, I was like, man, they can't stop him, man.
Oh, it was like Mahomes' ass up so quick. He had a low fade, man.
That's why I told him. I was like, dog, Chief fans can't talk with me. They already know it's over.
For real.
It's over.
No, they had to take Mahomes off the field.
Dog.
They were lighting his
Dog,
ass up.
I won so much money off the people at my job at work because I work at a hospital. Man, I won so much money off doctors, man. I won.
Dog, nobody wanted to bet me.
Oh, man. I
said the great white hope out there, man. What's wrong?
And every time, you know, the Bucks made a good play, they put the camera on Mahomes.
At every facet of the game.
Mahomes looked defeated after the first quarter.
Special team, offensive line was defensive line, cornerbacks. They lost every position on the field.
That's why Mahomes called him a legend. He called him a legend straight up. Like, how can I be like that?
And let me get that check.
I mean, he got outplayed.
I could have got out there and did a couple of snaps.
All of them got outplayed.
They got the receivers got outplayed. Everybody
was on their ass, dog. I was like,
he muffing the pink, he dropping the punt. You know, I'm like,
they got whooped in. Yeah, you're right. They got whooped in every phase.
They got out coached. They got me at every facet of the game. That's why I'm like,
they were getting. I said, everybody knows once you start lighting that quarterback up,
all you want. But you trying to tell me a flag was gonna save you?
And then the crazy thing about it is, on that first drive, Tampa went man-to-man coverage, and then Mahomes took off, so got the first down or whatever. And then after that, they stayed in cover 2. They stayed in cover 2 zone the rest of the doggone game.
Right? Yeah, they did. They had a cover. They went to a cover 3, which was done by cover 2 zone.
Cover 2 and cover 3. That's all they went.
7 going back. So you got 7 going back. So they were knew that he had nowhere to throw the ball.
That shit was brutal.
He had nowhere to throw the ball. His guys had to work to get open, and Kelsey couldn't get open.
That shit was brutal. And I thought they were gonna get 56 points.
They stayed in cover 2, cover 3, and a little bit of cover 4. They did a little bit of cover 4 too. They stayed like in zone.
They were lighting up Mahomes so bad they had to take him off the field.
It's like Kelsey.
Yeah. Because the
spots where Kelsey would catch the ball during the regular season, he couldn't get him. He wasn't there.
I love seeing him on the sideline.
What you want me to do?
What's his name? Kaepernick.
No.
What you say, SB?
What you want me to discuss on? What you got in the title, or what you talking about right now?
Oh, you can talk about what's in the title.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah.
Let me see. Is KD proving that he's more popular than LeBron? I'm gonna say popularity wise, no, but because of they like LeBron, they've been pushing the narrative of LeBron being the GOAT, which I don't believe. I think it's Michael Jordan still, in my opinion. And then also you got to figure that with KD being out, and also in my opinion that KD was the best player in the league like this last couple of years at the Warriors stint, but he got hurt, and LeBron pushed back and got his title back up top. As the best player, and then you got to think about him being in the GOAT debate with Michael Jordan every day, all day. KD won't beat him in popularity because with his conversation being with Michael Jordan, he ain't never gonna be better than his popularity wise. So that's over.
Okay, exactly. Now let me tell you right now, right? What you said, I'm in total agreement because they talk about LeBron every single day, and they do not talk about Kevin Durant every single day.
No, they don't.
But Kevin Durant is less than 20. What about? I would say he about 30,000-40,000 votes behind LeBron.
How is LeBron even up there?
He's the best player in the league,
and that's what I'm saying. Kevin Durant is right there, number 2. They advertise Steph Curry like crazy.
Yep.
And you know what? Steph has got 4 million votes, but he 300,000 behind Kevin Durant.
That's for better players than Bron. Durant a player.
I'm talking about popularity. So that's what I'm saying. Kevin Durant is more popular than LeBron because if they gave Kevin Durant half of the marketing that they give LeBron, he surpassed.
He'll be through the roof.
Look what he did without no marketing whatsoever. He's only 30,000 votes, probably right behind LeBron.
Do you think
LeBron is
true.
like
That's true. That's true.
Wow.
Do you think it?
So that's why I said Kevin Durant is more popular than him. Because Kevin Durant is doing this by just playing basketball and shutting up. Matter of fact, they keep sending Kevin Durant down. Every time they bring up Kevin Durant, it's about some controversy about COVID now. They send him down. He got
LeBron ain't never got COVID the whole time.
They feel KD, man. They fear him.
Do you think it's because he in New York? You know he in the Big Apple, so the Big Apple, your votes gonna skyrocket in New York.
Who the fuck ever seen a wizard?
Kevin Durant has got the popularity of what he's doing based on the fact that Kevin Durant is good. He's out of it. There's nothing like him on this planet. That's what's crazy about it. Kevin Durant is something out of this world. Nobody has ever seen anything like him.
Like I said, he's a freak of nature.
That's all I'm saying. He's a freak of nature. We've never seen anybody come back from an Achilles tear after being.
What the fuck is an Achilles?
Well, in Isaiah Thomas' career, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it ends a lot of players' careers.
What is that?
Kevin Durant comes back and don't miss a beat. He's averaging more points. He's shooting 40% from three. I'm like, dog, he's shooting 50% from the field. And
what is an Achilles?
40% from the three. He's averaging more points than LeBron. He's doing, and he's playing defense. I'm like, dude, this dude is a freak of nature to come back and be able to do this after being out for 18 months.
Right.
He putting up his MVP numbers. If you really compare side by, he putting up his MVP.
Exactly. He's in the running for MVP, man.
It's gonna be him and Kawhi, man.
I want to see him and Kawhi.
Almost 2 years.
To me,
I'm sorry to break all y'all spirits in the chat, but that MVP trophy is going to LeBron.
Yeah, I would say it's between Bron, KD, and Embiid.
They're gonna make sure that happens.
It's between them.
That's what they want. That's what they want.
That's what they want.
He playing good.
It should go to Joel Embiid more than anybody because he got the hardest rope. He's got the hardest work.
Boy, they working the hell out of him.
They are first in the East right now.
Ben Simmons ain't got the heart.
Exactly. And Philly is still first in the East right now, dog.
Trash.
But they don't. I'm not worried about Philly because they do the same thing all the time. They play good during the season, and then the playoffs come. They don't have no closer. They ain't been the same since Jimmy Butler left. They don't got no closer.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
It's all because of being the Bus Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wasn't people talking about the Wizards? Who the fuck seen a wizard in Washington?
Calm down with the F-bomb.
Come on, man. Please.
You trying to get us kicked off, man. Yeah.
Now, what were you saying?
No, I was saying, why would they name them the Wizards?
I mean, that's a team name. They're like the ones they called the Pelicans.
Because they was the Bullets, and then some kids got shot up, so they had to change the name.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, so Washington had to go ahead and change the name.
Hey, and then another thing, I know you asked me about the football thing. And then one or two, thanks for letting me on the chat. One thing I ask somebody on the panel, I hope nobody in here don't think Tom Brady to go. I hope everybody here, Tom Brady's to go, right? Or anybody disagree?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Tom Brady 12 all day.
Okay. That's what I said. I was telling people. I said there's three things. It's three things you don't do in life. You don't bet in the casino with your rent money. You don't tell about what happened in Vegas, and you don't bet against Tom Brady. That's three things you don't do in life.
Hey, hold on, wait a minute, hold on. To your point, bro. Like I said, you know what I mean. I'm not real big on football, but all I got to say about this is that win is win, and lose is lose, and Tom Brady most definitely wins, dog.
Yeah. A lot of people be arguing that Joe Montana stuff, but I said, it ain't close, bro. Make it to 10 Super Bowls in a team heavy sport, bro. You give that man that credit.
What's going on?
Yo, what's up,
Frank?
So what happened with HD and Sean? Did they ever squash that
Oh
situation?
yeah, they squashed
yeah,
it.
they
Yeah,
squashed
we
it.
went. Yeah, we squashed
Everything,
that. Yeah,
everything is all good. Everything is
it's
all
all
good.
good. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
they
Even
came
feel
in,
alive
Come
squashed
on.
because
it.
of
I
that.
guess it was still
I said I'm gonna sit
still
back because I'm
little
like I don't
feelings
want to step
afterwards
on
in the chat from
anything.
somebody, but it's all good now.
Yeah, we all muted, so we muted and then we let them hash it out.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, I knew it was probably going down. I was like, I don't want to step on it, and make a video. So I ain't do a StreamYard that day. I was like, I ain't going to do a StreamYard. I just chill.
That boy
I don't know if HC doing one today or not. But I was
Did they do it live? Did they do it live?
let them do
Yeah, we was on live. Yeah, we was on live. Yeah, we did on live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was on live. Yeah, it was on
But
live.
anyway, Frank, what you think about the topic at hand about Kevin Durant? You know what I mean, proving that he's more popular than LeBron.
Great.
I don't think he's more popular than LeBron necessarily because LeBron does a lot more cooning and bug dancing, so he'll never be more popular. Kevin Durant will never be more popular. But what Kevin Durant is more respected.
You right
His
about
game
that?
is more respected.
Right.
LeBron is the Terry
You right
Crews
about that?
of the game.
Bingo.
I don't
You
know.
right.
And I agree with what Tino said a little bit earlier
You
before I
right
got
about
on the panel. He was like, you know what I'm saying? For Kevin Durant to only be so many votes behind LeBron and not to have the marketing, the media push, ESPN, Sports Center, everybody backing him, and for him to only be, you know what I'm saying, so many votes behind LeBron, it shows that he's not more popular, but he's more respected. His game is more respected on the court.
Yep.
Exactly. Like I said earlier on,
And they
man, once you
voting
watch Kevin
for him.
Durant play, you're gonna see something spectacular. I can't say
So
the same
that
thing about
shows
LeBron.
you that everybody who loved LeBron, who claim they try to find a reason to hate Kevin Durant, they know one thing: Kevin Durant is a prop.
That dude.
But who is a
They don't deny
LeBron
his
fan?
greatness.
I'm trying to figure that out.
Everybody's a LeBron fan. LeBron got a lot
Hey,
of
they
fans.
Not
merch his
everybody.
jersey.
So the people that's voting for LeBron are voting for Kevin Durant.
Man, I don't
I'm
get
gonna
it,
basically
man.
say it like this.
And a lot of people ain't voting for LeBron.
Oh,
They voting for Trey Young's and Lucas. All these new people are coming in. That's why LeBron is not getting the votes that he used to get. That's what I was like, man, LeBron would have blown this open by now.
I've never seen nobody burn a Jordan jersey.
But
You
that's
know,
but
they
that
burn
just shows
his jersey.
but you saying that shows LeBron impact because they were so hurt. You gotta think about it. Like it's nothing going on
That
in
shows-
Cleveland. He was the money out there. So when LeBron left, they weren't eating no more. LeBron was Cleveland, like over there. So of course they're gonna burn his jersey. You're not eating no
Cleveland
more.
was done. They
And
had
then he went back. I'm not
That's the
going
city
back
of
nowhere
bums,
where they
man.
burn my jersey.
I mean, the thing is Cleveland is a place that they never really wanted to go to. LeBron was from there, and they wanted him to be comfortable. The media, have you know when he left, the media reduced down to just local media. They had no media coverage. That people were making trips from Minnesota, from other places just to come out. ESPN.
I think he should have stayed in Cleveland.
Reporters coming out there to cover LeBron games. And I'm like, man, once he left, that was it. You know, they didn't care about him. And I'm like, man, that's crazy because now they got a team right now they could really do something with. And they more dangerous than the Cleveland team that they really had.
Oh yeah, by far, man.
By far. Shoot, Cino, you forgot when that bum left, that doggone the city was done about to get shut down. He took like $500 million. Oh wait, restaurants was closing down. And all that.
Who took $500 million?
LeBron's marketing.
LeBron was
for the city.
Cleveland.
The city of Cleveland.
See, that's where LeBron didn't get
restaurants
his
shut
respect.
down, bars shut
LeBron
down.
respect was gone the moment he started bouncing from team to team and grabbing players and putting them on his team.
Exactly.
That's why he asking for it back now.
Exactly.
Right. That's why
That's back right
I
now.
want my respect because he ain't just talking about the fans. He talking about from the veterans.
Yeah,
former players.
Right.
He should have stayed in Cleveland, dog.
Nobody
That's what I
was
always
respecting
say.
him.
Exactly.
So-
This is why I'm going.
He should have just stayed in Cleveland.
I disagree with that. I don't think he should have stayed in Cleveland. I think he
He
did the
had
right
to
thing
leave
to me.
That's what I'm saying.
because
He
wasn't
should have
nobody
left a long
gonna come and
time
play.
ago. I felt he should have left Cleveland a long time ago. But my thing is, you could leave, but to do what you just did in your prime, grabbing a bunch of players and conspiring to, bring all of them on one team so y'all can take pay cuts and try to win a championship and manipulate the game like that.
Right.
It's going to be a domino effect. It's a cynical league. It's like, well, they did it. Why can't I? So now everybody.
It's a whole big monkey see, monkey do thing.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So it's gonna ruin the integrity of the game, and then you can't see teams grow and develop.
Right.
Then of course, Golden State was able to still say, okay, well, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna just build from the draft.
Exactly.
And they did. Nobody was paying no attention to them, and they built a team from the draft. And they was
Golden State came out.
Trust and believe me, man. I was most definitely paying attention to the ride for Golden State, man, because I saw in 2014. I was like, they're gonna beat the Clippers one day, man. It's gonna come soon. In 2015, it happened. They, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I saw it the year before. The year before, when they made that run. And people was like, "Oh man, this team is pretty good, man. These young Warrior team, they pretty good." And they were gonna do what they did and win the championship the very next year.
Oh yeah,
man, they let Monte Ellis go.
Wait, Nick, you talking about Steph Curry's Warriors, or you talking about the Nate Thurman Warriors back in your day?
the Steph Curry Warriors, man. The Steph Curry Warriors.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna say which Warriors you talking about?
Monte Ellis had to go. And that was that man's a black hole. You give him the ball, you ain't finna see it.
He ain't gonna pass nobody.
That's just like James Harden.
That dude been that way. He been there. Monte Ellis been that way since high school, dude. That ain't that dude.
You're right. You're right. And it was gonna hinder Golden State. You know what I mean? They had to let him go. You know what I mean? It was gonna hinder the.
They did the right thing. Cause I don't even know who that is, but whoever James Harden with, they not gonna win nothing. He will not pass the ball.
He lead the league in assists right now.
That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm saying, man. He gets such a bad name, man. He get a bad
the league in assists right now. He passed the ball.
But here's the thing. He's always been leading the league or close in assists. He's already led the league in assists before. James Harden averages more assists than LeBron James. Exactly. He got more triple doubles than LeBron James. He's about to pass LeBron James in triple doubles.
I promise to God, I've never seen Harden pass the ball.
Triple good point.
Well, maybe you should watch the game more.
Score 50 and hit a triple double.
60
That's very rare. 60. He did it about 3 times.
Ron didn't even pass the ball to Westbrook.
Will Chamberlain is probably the last person you can find to do that.
Right.
I've never seen Harden pass the ball to Westbrook.
Maybe you should have watched those games a little bit more.
Yeah,
you did a whole lot.
Russ and they were actually playing well before the bubble hit. Once the bubble came, a lot of those teams you set them down for 4 months. That's why the championship doesn't count. It don't mean nothing. That's not even a season. The season. You said a team.
I ain't with that. Nah,
that's just like the 99 championship.
That shit count, bro.
No, I don't.
That do count. Every championship count. That's the same thing people saying.
Yes,
that don't count, bro. That's a Mickey Mouse ring. You got to put an asterisk next to that.
For real? No, you can't. I hate when people do that.
Well,
that's a whole dude. They was off for 4 months. That's a whole other season. You can't just take players and sit them down for 4 months and then say, okay, we finna go into a playoff.
Exactly. You expect them to play at a high level. No.
The reason why I said the reason.
Okay, let me hear your reason why you said
the reason why the chips count. One, I hate the asterisk thing because people do the same thing to Kevin Durant saying that his chip don't count because he joined the 7-3-9 team, which is BS. Every championship counts. You play to win. That's what you play for at the highest level. 4 months out, it don't matter. At the end of the day, everybody had to go through the same obstacles that you had to get to the championship. I hate the asterisk thing. At the end of the day, don't put asterisks on no championship. No championship deserves asterisk.
But here's the thing. There's never been a situation like this. So where the season gets cut off halfway. Now there's been like holdouts, and then the season started late. but those guys are actively playing. So that goes right into a playoff. That's active. That still counts. This is something where they stop in the middle of the season and there's no basketball where you are not allowed to go practice or play basketball.
Exactly.
Nowhere.
You're not
Do
even
you
able to
understand? You're not allowed to. This is a pandemic where nowhere you could go. There was no training facility. There was nowhere you could go to practice. You had the most players coming in out of shape than you've ever seen. People had came in the bubble. They weren't ready to play basketball.
And
The
plus, certain
Lakers
players had COVID. Certain players were sick with COVID.
Exactly. Then you had the fact that the Lakers were allowed to secretly practice while everybody else
whole time.
Wow.
And then when they got busted by the league saying, hey, you can't have facility.
So they were secretly practicing.
Yeah, they were secretly practicing.
What?
But y'all respect him? Y'all respect that dude for that?
Yeah.
No. Man, don't respect nobody.
Okay, look.
The league allowed them to do it, knew they was doing it. Then LeBron started having it at his house saying that, oh, AD just coming over for dinner. And then they going out practicing at his house. It's like, dog, it's fake. All of it's fake. They all coming to his house for dinner.
Look, how can we diss LeBron on the fact of doing something explosive, which is a basketball player? This is his job. Like you said, we're in a pandemic right now.
You're supposed to have been on quarantine during that time.
Don't matter. Look, we praise. Look, we praise.
You're breaking the rules, dog.
You're breaking the rules.
Okay, look now. Look, time out. We praise. And I even praise Mike for working during the offseason, during his off time. At the end of the day, your job is to be prepared at all times. Every player knew that the season was going to start back. You can't fault LeBron for being the most prepared. You can't do that.
No, they did not.
No, that season was not that bad. LeBron had
the coronavirus. People not even
beg the gym to bring the NBA back.
At the height of the coronavirus pandemic, there was nobody thinking about playing the season, dog. The season coming back.
Exactly.
So y'all fought him for that?
To come bring it back.
And a lot of NBA players.
LeBron had to beg to bring it back because he was making no money.
Right, a lot of players they had been off, dude. If you've been sitting around for 4 months with the fact of the season about to be called and it ain't coming back, that ain't making no sense for people to come in and try to start a playoff because it's like, dude, we've been sitting around for 2 months, 4 months. This is not. It wasn't like they could just walk on a court and go play basketball. You couldn't go to a park. You couldn't go to anywhere unless you had a rim at your house, which some people don't. Like Giannis didn't have one. Giannis did not have he don't have a basketball goal at his house. So he couldn't even go to the Bucks training facility and practice. You couldn't do that. So these guys are gonna be out of shape. It's not the same.
It's common. That's common sense.
But how is
guys could just go to the gym and just start working out. They couldn't even get their personal trainer to come over.
My question is
they couldn't do it because it was a total.
And then that was probably
my question to you before I respond again. How is that his fault that he found a way to practice and be prepared just in case the season goes? That's what I'm saying. How can you fault him?
We're not saying it's his fault. He didn't find a way. The league provided a way so that the Lakers
I'm saying, how do we know that though? Like
how do we know that? Because the Lakers were caught illegally practicing at a training facility that they own, which is not their practice facility.
And they let it slide.
Yeah, right. If that had been somebody else, they would have got heavily fined.
Exactly. Let that have been the Miami Heat, bro. Let that have been the Miami Heat that year, man. They would have been fined heavily.
No, let me look this shit up. It would have been on all sports. No, they did that shit.
It would have been on ESPN.
Was this last year? This year?
Exactly. Yeah, this was during the bubble. This was before the bubble kicked off. This is when they went and practiced.
I'm gonna look this shit.
Yeah, they did. They got caught. Holding a practice when they weren't supposed to. Jail's supposed to be closed.
They didn't even say nothing about it. They wasn't even publicizing
it. It came and went.
It came and went. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Whoa.
I remember when they did it, and they tried to act like
they did it too.
We closed the other facility. This is our other. They was like, no, ain't no contact with nobody.
Exactly, dude.
All gyms are closed and this is another facility they had in another town. They wasn't even
And like I said, this is at the height of the pandemic, dude. Everything is supposed to be shut down at this time, bro.
Okay.
They're breaking rules.
Yeah. Just like the Lakers, just like they took the money from the government and then they gave it back. Some cheaters, boy, I swear.
No.
Wait, so I'm just like, I'm not, first of all, before we get more deep into that, I'm not a LeBron fan. I respect this game. I'm a Bulls fan. I'm from Chicago, so I want to be like, oh, yeah, LeBron.
Oh, that's what's up, bro. Yeah, me too, bro.
Yeah, me too. But the whole point I'm saying is you cannot fault this man for this stuff. You have to be prepared at all times. Everybody know LeBron didn't want the season to come back anyway, so you can't be like, oh, he cheated because he knows what
no, I disagree.
That's a lie.
He was one of the main players.
He was the main.
No, it's on wax. It was on wax.
He was the first one.
And he said out his mouth he didn't want to come back. And
no, that's a lie. He was the first one.
That is a bold
He said it.
That's a bold
LeBron say, man. You got to look at. You got to look through him.
LeBron is trying to say that because of the simple fact he's trying to make it look like he was with the players, but he wasn't with the players. Because when the bubble started again and George Floyd's situation happened, they had another the situation that happened in Milwaukee happened. And the Bucks
Milwaukee
decided not to play the game. They sat out the game. They boycotted the game. And the Lakers game was late. They were the late game. Milwaukee was first. So when they didn't play, and LeBron saw it on TV and he didn't know nothing about it, he felt he's supposed to know something about it. Like, this is Milwaukee business. They ain't got to check LeBron on doing what they got to do. So
because he's the face of the league, that's why he felt that.
Yeah. So the other players who are there, they're talking, they having a meeting. So LeBron is put in there, and they get LeBron in there because he's a company man. His job is to tell, he going to express what's best for the company. And they talking about, we ain't going to play. We should just quit right now, walk out the bubble and go home. This is it.
And he didn't want James Harden in the meetings either. He didn't want
this was all before the
And here's the thing. Kyrie Irving was on a Zoom call on the phone. They had FaceTime Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie Irving, who didn't even play in the bubble, was speaking in the room with the young boys and everybody else in there. And they were
he the vice president of the Player Association. That's why he had to be involved. He the vice president.
Oh,
Kyrie?
No,
he the vice president. Yes, he is.
Kyrie isn't.
No, he's not. It's
Chris
Paul. It's Chris Paul.
Chris Paul is the president.
It's not Kyrie. It's
Chris Paul is the president of the.
Chris Paul. Kyrie Irving is the vice president. That's what I'm saying. Kyrie Irving.
How you the vice president?
No, he's not the vice president.
It's
LeBron. It's LeBron and Chris Paul. It's LeBron and Chris Paul.
LeBron is off there now. He used to be.
He used to be.
It's Andre Iguodala is the vice. It's Chris Paul and Andre Iguodala.
Okay.
Isn't that a conflict of interest if you're a vice president or anything and you're a player?
You're the player. This is for players. It's the players.
It's the Player Association.
Right. So they always have an active player on. The active players. They do that. So this is what they do.
Okay, that's some shit I didn't know. Ain't no question, a dumb question.
No, it ain't no dumb question.
Of course not.
So anyway, when that happened, Kyrie is on the phone talking to the players and telling them this because he said the whole thing should have been dead from the beginning. He was like, I'm not playing in no bubble. So that was out. He wasn't playing. There's players that did not go to the bubble.
Yeah. And James said the same thing.
Avery Bradley didn't go. That's why Avery Bradley got removed from the Lakers. LeBron made sure he was going because he didn't come in there and play. LeBron walked out. He bragged about walking out when he was drinking on that talk show. He bragged about walking out of that meeting. We weren't having a conversation that was going to be productive. No, you weren't listening to the young people, and they was like, "Oh, this old dude just trying to get us to play ball." And you talking like, "Now we got to look at this thing from a bigger picture. We just can't walk out. Now, what's the plan after we walk out? We got to come out with a bigger plan, But he want to keep it going because he don't want nothing to shut down.
All All because his deal with China, the Nike and China.
Patrick Beverly said it best.
A lot of money.
If LeBron say we not playing, we ain't playing. If LeBron say we playing, we playing.
Which makes a lot of sense because he's the face of the league. Of course, he's gonna say that. LeBron is the face of the league, so of course, if Patrick Beverly gonna say that, I'm gonna say he's just the face of the
when
league.
He walked out. Why you think the Clippers? They came right behind him and said, "Okay, he ain't playing. We ain't playing either."
Yeah,
I mean, but half the stuff we talking about, like, where's that on wax? I haven't seen no reports that said like Kyrie Irving said this, and that. Only thing I know for sure is about LeBron. He did say that in his thing that he walked out on the beat.
they ain't
But all
gonna
that
tell
stuff
you
ain't really on wax. We just know they had a meeting.
They ain't gonna tell you Kyrie Irving said nothing. The only way we know Kyrie Irving was on FaceTime is because one of the players who was in there, the young boy, said, "Yeah, we even had Kyrie on FaceTime." That's the only way we knew, because they wasn't gonna report that. It was all about LeBron and the players and what was going on in the room. And LeBron got up and walked out. They got in an argument with the young boys, and he got up and walked out because he didn't agree. The NBA called the games. The Lakers didn't say they wasn't gonna play.
And they go right back to when he said about
the league
respect.
said we calling the games.
Yeah.
The NBA decided that we're gonna suspend all games. The NBA made that decision, so they wouldn't have to be up to the LeBron or the Lakers. And they saying we're gonna sit out these games until we're gonna let you know when games are gonna resume again. So they was always coming back. They just wanted to let things cool down and blow over, so that people in Milwaukee wouldn't have to worry about the situation. Like the team was riding with them. They did not want to give the impression that they weren't, even though they got to play. The league that bubble was expensive. The maintenance,
it was. Yep,
is very expensive.
They said it cost
entire NBA season.
I remember when they were doing the bubble in NFL, they were talking about how expensive that was out here on the news. Like,
they said it cost them $1.5 million a day.
A day.
Yes, a day.
That's why they didn't make no money really on that. Even in the finals, they never tell you the real ratings of the final. The finals was a disaster as far as the ratings. And the thing is even the Laker games that they would make money on, the highest games, that people weren't watching the games, and they thought people were gonna be like watching the games, so they were panicking. They took out a $900 million loan from their insurance, which they gonna pay back this year. But it's good. They credit is good for it. The league,
with $900 million.
Yeah, man, they good for it, man. That's the difference.
But they were trying to get what's his name to sell the team because he didn't want to play the national anthem.
No, each team got $30 million from that $900 million. It's like an emergency bailout for the insurance. So each team got $30 million, including the Los Angeles Lakers. They got $30 million.
I got a question for all y'all. So then, just so y'all only saying the championship doesn't count because of the 4-month layoff, even though like the Lakers weren't like the undoubted favorite. You know what I'm saying? So that's why y'all.
The Lakers were the undoubted favorite because the league chose them to be.
Exactly.
I would say it was the Clippers.
If one team's been working out and getting prepared for the bubble, they were the favorites. But the thing is that if one team's been working out, preparing, and getting ready for the game illegally and playing and getting themselves in shape, and everybody else is on lockdown, and other people are in different cities where they got different rules. In other places that things are locked down, and some people had light movement, but they have to go to the gym for 2 hours, and then you can't be around your coaches, you can't be around other players. It's a mess, dude. I mean, dude, to even think that this is even close to something that could be comparable to any other NBA season is crazy.
It's false.
It's crazy. You can't do it because there's
you gotta play it. You gotta play it square business.
Right. That pandemic bubble thing is its own private thing. That's it. Yeah. It had nothing to do with the league. Because look at all the teams that was out of shape. You think all of them wanted to be out of shape? They thought the season was over.
Right,
Look at
I
Harden
understand that. I
when he
understand
came
that.
back on the
But
court.
like I said, I would hear you out with what you're saying that the Lakers was the undoubted favorite coming in and they just smashed through everybody. But people still had the Clippers beating the Lakers, even coming in through that with everything going
Yeah, but
on.
did you see the Clippers were out of shape? Did you see Lou Williams went in the bubble? Lou Williams was
No,
out.
they
Lou
just didn't
Williams
want to
came
play. They
back
didn't
out
want to
of
play.
shape. No, it
I did.
wasn't about they didn't want to play. They a lot of
They
people
were
didn't
out
want to
of
play,
shape.
but the thing was they weren't in shape to play. That's what I'm saying. These
Exactly.
guys have
They
been
wasn't
on
in
for
shape.
4 months, and they only had 2 weeks of playing some mediocre basketball to get into shape. People knows it takes longer than 2 weeks to get in shape.
It takes you
Basketball.
at least a month to even think about getting in shape.
Exactly, and plus, Kawhi Leonard, his knees got banged up during that bubble. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
and he was done after
He
that.
was
After
done. Yeah,
game
How
6,
his knees
he
get
was done.
banged up?
He banged it in. He injured it in game 6
yeah.
against the
Oh,
Dallas. He injured it in game 6. So when game 7 came, that's why he shot so poorly. He couldn't even play.
Lip.
His knee
He
was
ain't
so
had no lip.
swollen.
He didn't have
Right,
a
he had
good look.
none in that
He
game.
was done.
So,
damn.
do y'all
But the
think the
He was
thing
circuit?
done
is
after
that
that.
they had some teams that were able to play because they were young. Those young players. That's why you saw Murray had them 50s and 50s. Him and Murray, him and Donovan Mitchell. That was an exciting series to watch because they were just going back and forth, just them two going back and forth, shooting and scoring. But the thing is that because they didn't have the actual, getting on a plane, traveling, flights, now they got to do all that stuff. But they have
Yeah,
to
and
keep
then
playing.
them
They
heights
just
and flights
advertise.
fuck with you. Oh, my
Right,
bad.
right. They
My
got
bad. My bad.
sponsorship.
My bad. They mess with you when you in a game because some people get jet lag. Some people scared of flights and nights. Like a lot of that matters when you betting and watching the game.
Right.
How some of them players rather take a bus or drive.
No, but they was in the best position to play because they was right. It was like the worst and best. Only thing good about the bubbles was no traveling, but you in a situation you're not with your trainer all the time. You can't eat the food you usually normally eat. Not with your family all the time. So it's too much stuff on your mind and a lot of extra stuff that was going on. So that's why I say I don't feel that you can't. I'm not with that. I'm gonna say that first off with that asterisk. Anytime I hate when people say that KD trophy didn't count, LeBron trophy. Like I hate that, bro. You play the game to win. If you won, you won. Point blank
Kevin
period.
Durant
I hate that.
he played an NBA season and won. So I mean, I don't see why. I mean, people say that just to be saying stuff, but
I mean, like it was a season too, though. It was still a season. It just ended because of the pandemic. It's something that we can't control. Who knew that the virus was coming? You can't fault. I feel like you can't fault them for that. At the end, you play the game to win.
I mean, I can't fault anybody for a virus coming, but the virus came and what happened. But you look at what was happening before the pandemic hit. The Lakers had hit a wall. They weren't playing well. They just lost the game. The Clippers were coming together. The Clippers had won like 12. They won 14 out of their last 12.
The
12
Clippers
out of
were
their
the
last 15
favorite.
games. No, they weren't the favorites, but they came in very strong. They were coming together, clicking together very well. They won like 12 out of their last 14. They were looking really good, coming together. Houston Rockets was playing amazing.
Yeah,
they started off rusty. They was closing hard, and they were playing real good. Russ and James Harden. They were playing real good. Their defense was on point. They was playing tough. They were coming into their own. So all of these teams were coming around. They got derailed because not all these guys live by each other. They don't all hang out. They can't be when it's a pandemic. Everybody on shutdown. They got to be in their house. They can't be around nobody else. It was just ghost town everywhere. So this is crazy. You don't know what the future is. The NBA didn't know anything was certain, but the first person they're gonna let know is LeBron.
For sure.
LeBron gonna be the first one to know. He gonna be the one training. They're gonna tell him, "Oh, start training. Get your team ready and start training." We gonna, they ain't announced the lockdown yet, but y'all can get training right away. They want the Lakers to be in shape because that's who they want. Fine.
Like I said, they're the agenda. LeBron has been the agenda, so the Lakers are going to end up being that agenda.
Exactly, but he's your highest. You lost millions, right? Almost $1 billion. and you need your biggest marketing piece to be in the NBA Finals. You are not going to take a chance of your big marketing piece not being in the NBA Finals.
Exactly.
You screw that up. And then
But if
because nobody was watching the games, Lakers games is going to be the highest thing. So you want LeBron there to bail you out.
But if that was the case, I would say I agree with y'all at that point if the Lakers played the Clippers. Because if that was the case, then they would make sure the big marquee matchup to sell was the Lakers versus Clippers, but we didn't get that because
Lakers
Clippers
versus
choked.
Clippers is the big market.
So I disagree with that.
See, here's the problem with that. No fans.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So it didn't make a difference. They just needed to get to the finals and get that going and get what they can get and shut this bubble down because it's expensive. So they need to have it go. Whatever happens, happens. But we cannot screw up. Put the Clippers in there and the Clippers mess around and beat the Lakers. We can't have that.
So what do y'all think Steph Curry stands at this point?
Steph is there's his team. They're a good team. They're gonna go to about the second round. I can tell you the whole season basically what's it gonna be. And when it come down to the Eastern Conference Finals, we know it's gonna be the Milwaukee Bucks and the Brooklyn Nets. That's gonna be that Eastern Conference Finals. It's gonna be the Clippers and the Lakers and the Western Conference Finals. You know, barring an injury, and barring nobody.
They are really doing the seeding now.
Oh yeah, they make it doing the seeding. They swinging it to Brooklyn, man, because I told you this was not part of their idea.
I think Steph needs to come out to Houston, dog.
No.
I'm telling you.
For what? He gonna be in the worst. Yeah, he gonna be in a worse situation than he already in now. Don't make no sense.
He's already in the best situation when they keep Draymond.
Exactly.
And Clay out.
Draymond is the passer, so he knows he don't have to control the ball no more. Draymond can control the ball. He can play off the ball because that's how Steph gets his points, working off the.
That team not gonna change it for the next 3-4 years.
Do y'all think Clay?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I ran into the Raptors.
Clay Thompson done.
Some of the Raptors players during the Super Bowl, some of the Toronto Raptor players snuck up to the casino out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they snuck
did
out.
What?
Yeah,
they snuck out to the casino out here. They playing all the rest of their home games here. I mean, all they road games, whatever. They gonna play them in Tampa.
Wow.
Or whatever, home or road. They can't go back to Canada. They have a border issues again over the
It's home.
So the whole Raptors team can't go back to Canada?
Yeah, they the Tampa Bay Raptors. Yeah, he just typed it in. Yeah, they're Tampa Bay Raptors.
Yeah, so they out here. That's what I'm saying. They out here kicking it. They was up at we was at the casino like 2 in the morning that day. That's why I said I ain't even do a stream yard. I said, all right, I know HD probably doing this now.
At Hard Rock, yeah.
Yep, we was up there hard rocking it, baby. I ain't going back there no damn more, man. I got crazy on that day. I was hitting that dice game, man. I was up about $1,000, and then I was sitting there playing too damn long.
Tell me, you lost that money.
Man, I escaped with like about $200. I was like, I'm better about it.
Dog, you know when you shoot dice so long.
I get on Sir Mix-a-Lot. I was like, I'm playing Sir Mix-a-Lot. I like big.
If you playing Sir Mix-a-Lot, you need to get out of there.
No, Sir Mix-a-Lot paid me.
I said, if you like this, and then you get a cramp in your shoulder, from shooting dice, then leave.
Yeah, man, it said, "Oh my God, Becky 3." It said, "Oh my God, Becky." Oh my God, Becky. Oh my God, Becky.
Did it pop on just like that?
Then the song come on. Boom, boom. Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. I was like, damn, come on. Sir Mix-a-Lot paying that money, baby. There you go, Mix-a-Lot.
Come on, folks.
Hey, you gotta play that. Hey, you gotta play that Pocahontas game, boy. You can hit on that too. They got a Pocahontas game.
Played that.
What is that? I'm gonna call it now. Y'all be easy.
All right, be safe.
All right, Joe. God bless you.
All right,
be safe. Salute.
Hey, make sure you come back, man, when we do this.
Right. Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, what is the Pocahontas thing?
No, it's a game. It's just a game.
It's a slot game.
Yeah.
Speaking of slot, bro. Indiana, the Indiana Pacers right now, they've been doing really well. You know what I mean? And I can't wait for Karis LeVert.
Yeah, Karis LeVert. Hey, I said literally when the day the trade happened, everybody was talking about it.
Man,
I said the Indiana Pacers won.
You doing any house shopping down here, man?
I should have, I could have, but nah.
Yeah, no, I was. But I was like Indiana
Damn,
Pacers.
you drove to Tampa?
Nah, I flew this time.
Oh, wow. Dog, I was like, God damn, dog.
Why you can't stay down here?
Why I can't stay down here? I'll be in all kind of trouble, man.
I was in trouble just thinking about going to Tampa.
The weather like this, man, I'll be in all kind of stuff, man.
I was in trouble just thinking about it, dog.
No work done. I'll be out in the streets every day.
Dog, it was a chick trying to fly me out there.
Oh, man, dog, you know how many chicks at the casino just come up to you? Like these they working girls. I'm like, oh, these some work.
Oh, they working. And they choosing at the same time. You can leave with I'm used to the that's the way the casinos used to be before the pandemic. Out here, they act like when no ever a pandemic. The casinos out here is open 24 hours. They close now. In the city like where we at, they close at 2 o'clock now. It used to be 24 hours. They don't close. Out here, I was like, man, what time y'all close? It was like, we don't close. I said,
It sound like Atlanta. Atlanta ain't nothing closed. Atlanta act like COVID.
Do you know they about to get? You know they legalized weed, and they about to legalize gambling in Texas.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Exactly.
There's already problems over there.
You already know,
Right. It's already gonna go up.
It's gonna go down out here. They already
Nick said, man. Nick said, I ain't never seen them kind of birds before.
At the store.
On casino video. I ain't never seen them.
Yeah.
Man,
no, they about to legalize gambling. But I don't think they're gonna put it on land. You're gonna have to go down to like Dallas.
Those birds look very deadly, man. They look very deadly.
Nah, man, them birds peaceful, man. They love water. They love being around rich areas. They do.
And I saw crows around Timmy Chan.
They gonna love it out here.
Dog, they finna legalize gambling.
The cop get your cat out the tree.
Oh, wait.
A cop got
weed is already legal out here.
You said
and people didn't even know it. They passed that law and y'all didn't even notice it. We noticed. But my nigga. Then they said gambling, but I don't think they're gonna put it on land. They're gonna put it like on like the ports. You know how they do the river boats or whatever. They ain't gonna put it on land.
I know this the last year for dog racing. The bet on dog racing here in Florida.
Shit, who bet on dog racing?
That's gonna ruin a lot of money, man.
Yeah, this the last year of it, man. 22 is done.
Really?
Yeah.
All I know is I've seen goats chase me down, my nigga.
Dog racing gonna be illegal, man. They gonna have illegal dog racing. That's gonna be a big money racket.
I'm finna start racing goats, nigga. I'm telling you, a goat chased me.
Wait, what?
Why goat chased you, man? Why?
I don't know what was wrong with him. I guess he can see it walk.
A goat chased you?
Oh, baby mama sent him on you.
I think my favorite mama did, dog. I was trying to my business. A goat came out of nowhere. And you know my baby mama Mexican. You know Mexican keep goats around.
Baby mama play that
I was just about to say that.
Hey man, me and Tennessee was on here that time. We was talking about Young Buck, man. He said,
the money gon' be there.
Yeah, man. He's like Young Buck.
The God just said, hey, y'all got it.
Yeah, say Tennessee. Go ahead,
oh man.
No, Young Buck need to just say, fuck it. It's who I am. Just come on out. If he just do that, he'll be all right. But he just won't do it.
Oh man.
No, it's
I
so
got
much
caught.
on him. It's just like, no. Do you actually think I believe he got catfish? Nobody believe that.
Oh, of course not.
He don't even believe it.
Hey man, you know what he's saying? The money be there. Yeah?
His
Man, I got
pride
catfish,
won't
dog.
let him.
When
His
I
pride
had
won't let
He
him
should have
admit it.
been like, man, I got caught. Man, you know, sometimes I rock like that, you know.
no, it's
Well, you
no
might as
damn
well come
way.
out.
He didn't know there was a nigga.
Y'all crazy, man.
Ain't
Hey
no
man,
way he
might
didn't
as
know
well
there
come
was
out.
a nigga.
Shit.
Everybody knows a nigga when they see
Yeah,
one.
man. Well, we already know, man. Buck like butt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, but
Yep.
all you have to do is say, "Man, I got
He
caught up,
stands
man."
Howard 25 years later.
No,
Oh man. Y'all was crazy.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, that
surviving
was
young
funny.
buck. They gonna do one of those. Y'all,
Oh
I'm
man.
ready.
Oh, that's
They gonna do a surviving young buck. No bullshit.
Hey, that would be
His
funny.
pride.
That would be hilarious.
That'd be little. A
Oh
lot of
man.
them.
It's coming.
Yeah.
The
Surviving
Who said
problem,
young
it's
buck
coming?
and Bobby Valentino.
the
Them two motherfuckers.
the problem
Them
is Buck his pride won't let him admit that he got caught.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Did
His
y'all see
pride.
that Bobby Valentino ran out there and he only had on one sock? They were getting it.
Oh man. I
it's like,
mean,
dude, grab the other sock. You already busted. You might as well
Yeah.
just
for real.
Bobby
For real.
Valentino, y'all.
Don't
For
get
real.
defensive and be so down. Like if you get so very
No,
defensive quickly,
Right, he
then
ran
that means you
past
did
Little
something.
Scrappy.
it
Little
did.
Scrappy
Yeah.
What?
was
Yeah,
right there.
Lil Scrappy. What was Lil Scrappy doing in there?
Oh, you know what he was doing there. He was doing that the same
Already.
reason he was in
But
there.
nobody, hold on, see, no. Nobody caught that Lil Scrappy peeked out the door and shit. You feel me?
Oh yeah, he beat the door.
Nobody caught that.
He
Oh,
saw Big
Scrappy was
Dick.
talking about, oh, no, I was in there with a woman. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
it's whatever you
Yeah,
think a
right.
woman is, my nigga.
For real.
That's why Lil John left you alone, dog.
Yeah.
That's why Lil John left him alone. You
Right.
got caught up with the boy.
Yep.
In the words of the great Prince C, my nigga.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Exactly,
yeah.
man.
They with
You
the
got caught up with
boss.
the boy.
Yep. Got
It's
caught
a
with
lot
him.
of them out here like that. And
I
they
heard
know I know.
Hey,
No,
I
I
heard
know.
Mason
y'all on
out
the
there like that.
Patreon, man. I just told y'all on the Patreon. So, y'all
No,
already know. Your
no,
boy
and a lot of people
Q-Tip.
can catch with Lil
Q-Tip it out there, buddy.
Scrappy. Hey, they gonna catch 50 up too.
No.
I mean, he got an addiction, so he got a problem.
You talking about young butt?
You
Him?
talking
Huh?
about Ti? You talking about Ti, right?
No,
Oh.
no.
Oh,
Q-Tip.
Ti,
On
now
the,
you
on the
about to get
Patreon
cooked.
right now.
No,
Ti,
no,
now
no,
you
no,
gotta
no,
get
no.
cooked,
I
my
ain't
nigga.
Oh man, you can look at Q-Tip and tell he with the
Q-Tip. I can
crew.
see
Yeah,
Q-Tip.
Yeah,
Q-Tip
I got
always been.
photos. I put the photos on there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
figured,
when
I
Q-Tip
figured,
did
Hold
that
on.
I
song,
figured Q-Tip.
Wait a minute. What about Q-Tip butt? Hold on. What did I hear?
I figured Q-Tip
On
was like
the
that.
Patreon. You see it?
See, I'm okay. I gotta get
Yeah,
back.
Q-Tip
such
like
a vibrant
All right,
thing.
don't tell me.
like the way. Cause I remember I
Such a
watched
vibrant
YouTube.
thing.
I just watched his performance yesterday in YouTube stuff, and he just yelled. He just like sounds like a girl. I'm like a.
Yeah. And then he did the song
Like, I
Vibrant.
want my nation, on my knee, nation. Like, is you?
Oh god.
And I'm like,
Oh
Who's
man.
gonna listen to that?
I'm
No,
like, bro.
I seen a performance Q-Tip had did when they did the tribute to Chris Lighty, and
Yeah,
Oh
he
his
turned
man.
voice.
around,
Yeah,
started shaking his
his
butt.
voice.
Do y'all think he
I'm like, Q-Tip. Do you like?
blew his brains out because he was on some other shit?
Dog, it's a whole nother thing going on.
Well, we're live right now, so we'll just leave that alone. I think we should just leave this crap alone.
Yeah. Go to the
Yeah,
FaceTime.
say that for the back screen.
All this
Right.
crap in the back stream, you know what I mean? We're live right now. You know what I mean? You don't want them peoples to come over here, you know what I mean, trying to cause commotion. So
Yeah, for real.
anyway, yeah.
Hey, Cino, did you hear Tyson Fury admitted that he cheated? They caught him on video.
They did.
No.
Steroids.
They took steroids.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that.
No, I'm saying they just caught him. They said
it's whatever.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, so I can't. It's been so much fake stuff coming out. I gotta go on and see it for myself. So I'm gonna go check it out. I haven't heard anything about it yet.
Yeah, it's out.
All right, well I'm gonna go check it out.
Right,
yeah,
See what's going on. And I'll respond to it.
Exactly, but as far as that punk Deontay Wilder goes, man, they got him. I think he's in the works for fighting some little African nobody.
No, he's supposed to be fighting F.A. at Java.
Is that nigga Ethiopia?
F.A.
I don't know. He's some guy PPC dug up.
Some nigga out of some village.
He's from Nigeria. His name F.A. at Java.
Some hammer.
Just fight Anthony Joshua, man.
Anthony Joshua don't want to smoke.
I heard that Anthony Joshua is in the works for fighting Tyson Fury, if I'm not mistaken, or somebody.
Yeah, he is.
Why he didn't fight that boy? The Doughboy.
Anthony Ruiz.
Anthony Ruiz. They were talking about him fighting Anthony Ruiz, or it was the choices was Anthony Ruiz, Charles Martin, or Dillian White, druggy ass.
This is we're talking about Deontay Wilder fighting him, right?
Yeah, that's what we talking. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Those were the three choices: was Dillian White, Andrew Louise, and Charles Martin.
Last time I saw Wilder fight, he got his ass whooped.
Yep.
I'm talking about he was getting his ass whooped. I was like, I know the child at the screen. I'm like,
afterwards, he fired his trainer. You know what I mean? Breland. You know what I mean? He's talking all this dirt about him. You know.
Yeah.
Lately.
And then I see Jamel Charlo done ducking David Benavidez.
Man, the Charlo brothers, they are scary fighters.
Yeah, they is.
I'm gonna tell you why.
He ducking
they know
David Benavidez calling him out. He talking about something.
No, they dug Canelo. No, they dug Canelo. So they know.
They don't want that smoke with Canelo.
He talking about something. Oh, I ain't 160 pounder. I ain't 168 pounder. I fight at 154. Man, you drain yourself to get 154.
Talking about Lions.
They do not want to
you drain yourself to get 154.
Man, talking about Lions Den. This is
Canelo is a beast, dog. I don't care.
No, they offered to fight to them. They was like, nah, we ain't fighting.
You get in there with him, you better come to fight.
Man, what's going on?
Cino, what's up, y'all?
What up?
How's everything going with y'all?
Yeah, so what you think about Kevin Durant? You know what I mean, being more popular than LeBron? He's proven that. You know what I mean, what the title said for the video.
Wait, sorry. Say that question again.
No, I was talking about what you think about the topic at hand, the title of the video. What you think?
Oh, I didn't even see it. I just got back on.
No, what was the topic? He's proven that he's more popular than LeBron.
Oh, of course. He's popular and doesn't even want the fame. He just wants to play the game, you know. Kevin Durant.
Oh my God, that cracks me up.
Make a shoot. You can play from 1 to 5, maybe 4. But listen, that man can shoot from every area. That man is no joke. And on top of that, you know, my sound is breaking up.
Now you good. Now you good.
I'm good.
Yeah, you good now. Okay, what were you saying?
Okay. Yeah, I was saying that he could shoot from every like every spot on the floor. So he actually played defense. He actually tries to get his team involved. He had to tap into his alpha male because he was a beta a little bit on OKC, but now he really tapped in when he went to the Warriors because he was taking a lot of flack and stuff like that. So he had to prove a lot of people wrong. He was quiet. He went right to the Warriors and did his thing, and everybody shut up about it. And he left the Warriors. He could have stayed on the Warriors, but he went to a different team to actually do the same thing that he did with the Warriors, and he's doing it his own way. So that's his team. So it can't be it's Stephen Curry's team, and you're riding his wave to actually get this championship. So now he's actually going to the Brooklyn Nets and really stepping into that mode, to that leader.
Oh, they
again.
trying to shift Steph to the Nets?
No.
Oh.
No. I'm
know.
saying when Stephen Curry was on the Warriors, that's Stephen Curry's team because everybody
Oh
knows
yeah,
that's
his
Curry's
team.
Yeah, most definitely. So when Kevin Durant went there, everybody was saying that he was riding the coattail of Stephen Curry's, because that's his team. So now he went to the Nets. So the Nets is his team,
Yeah.
Still isn't his team. That's Kyrie's team.
True. Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. Here's the thing, man. A lot of people think it's complicated with Kevin Durant. The thing with Kevin Durant is he listens to people and he gets pissed off because now he let it bother him. It's like, dog, you a player on the team that's great, but they were like, dog, he joined the 73 and 19. They went to the finals without him. Now you add Kevin Durant. That's not what they did. A lot of them, that whole bench was gone. They had a whole new team. It was a whole new structured team. They with Kevin Durant, they won less games than they did the previous year. So I'm like, well, they lost more games with Kevin Durant than they did the previous year. Plus, Kevin Durant got hurt in the middle of that season. Sprained his MCL. He was out. He came back. Steph got banged up. Then Steph came back. I'm like, dog, people left, came back. It's just that Kevin Durant, when the finals started, destroyed LeBron James every single game.
Most definitely.
Every time he outdid him. And LeBron couldn't do what he did the years prior when they won the championship. He wasn't putting up those 40s. He wasn't putting up those 38-point games and all that stuff. When Kevin Durant came there, all that stopped.
Huge difference.
It was over.
It was done.
It was over for him. He was getting blown out. So Kevin Durant ain't somebody who was just on the team and everybody else and so many weapons to stop. No, it wasn't that at all. You couldn't stop Kevin Durant.
No,
that's the problem.
The man is a scoring machine. That's the definition of a scoring machine.
Man, Kevin Durant did a Drake did a bag to back on.
I'm saying, where is Durant from?
It's just mad because Kevin Durant is something out of this world. They just you can't describe who came before Kevin Durant and played like him. He's the first of his kind. I've never seen nothing like him.
Listen,
I've always said
knocking on wood, but this man is looking like how he looked with the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this man is elusive. He's still playing defense. He's still shooting. Like, he's not hesitating out there or anything, So he's not even worried. He's just out there balling, as he always does.
I mean? Kevin Durant is also very fundamentally sound. You know what I mean? He has stuff to fall back on. His handles, you know what I mean? His tight handles, you know what I mean? His jump shot, his post moves, you know what I mean? His fadeaway, you know what I mean? All that.
Last person I saw like that and actually handle business with Tim Duncan. And
that's what's going to keep him around.
Tim Duncan.
Nah, bro, you ain't never seen nothing like Kevin Durant. 7-footer who can take one dribble from half court. He's at the
What's up, Frank?
That's what I'm saying. Never seen anything like that.
Man, I'm telling
y'all. Definitely. The man got post moves. He got outside shooting, mid range,
he shoots automatic 40% from 3. He's shooting 50% from the field right now, over almost 60%.
That's
He
crazy.
is that accurate.
That's crazy.
That is
That's
crazy.
It's so hard to guard. You put a small guy on him, he's gonna shoot over you. You put a big guy on him, he's gonna take you to the basket. One dribble after half court, he's at the rim.
And it's the type of shots he's shooting now that
And he can
he's
shoot lights
gotten
out.
better. Yeah, he's taking reverse shots, spinning to the left on the baseline. Them shots he didn't even used to take.
Yeah.
I'm like, dog, these are like, okay, that's a bad shot. Net. He's making like before he wasn't taking.
And then you hit a net when he's shooting that motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. You can tell, you know what I mean? He's been in the gym working on these shots. You know what I mean? He's been in the gym working on these shots, perfecting
And
his game.
then you can hear it. Like when, even though I hate Harden, that boy was shooting the ball so much, you could hear nothing but net every time.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
That boy could shoot it.
You could tell these players actually go to the gym and actually work on their game. I mean, you can see it. It's consistent. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie Irving.
Yeah,
you
and
see
then
him?
they do it like it ain't nothing.
Right. As you see Kyrie Irving, this man.
They didn't even talk about it yet. But Giannis tried to get the Houston Rockets, the strength and conditioning coach, the shooting coach that they had. He tried to get him on the Milwaukee Bucks, the one that worked with James Harden. And James Harden had sent a message to him through they did the little chirp thing where it don't come back to him or whatever, the little face message, whatever. And then they had him on there, and he was like, "Hey, you cool with Giannis, right?" He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Tell him, coaches." He's like, "Do the video. Tell him, coach, whatever. Hey, he's staying here with us. He coming with me to Brooklyn." And that's where he went to. That's the guy that works with him, the shooting coach. Like he worked with him.
Crazy when I be playing them NBA games.
Right. But Giannis tried to get him on Milwaukee.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
He tried to get him on Milwaukee.
Right. My thing is, and that's what I'm telling him, like, and I'm like, man, you tried to get him over there, but you was just dissing James. James is like, man, I'm the dribbler.
Hey, Sino.
And I'm the dunker, trying to get your shooter.
Hey, Sino, Trill Spill, when I be trying to play them NBA games on PS4, they actually had a thing like when you're going through the season and they calling you. And you have to go to the gym. Like what Sino was just saying, they had this thing on there where they texting you, the coach is texting you or whatever. Like
I know what he's talking about. Yeah, they text you and tell you you have to into the gym.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Man.
I tried, man. Wow. It's the power.
To work on your game, something that LeBron is not having done in years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the man just does the same thing every single year.
This year, man.
I don't want to see him in the finals.
I hope somebody beat the Fix, man. That's all I.
Man, yeah.
Can we get some different teams?
I know. I don't want to see it either, but you going through a pandemic year where
the Utah Jazz still alive.
They paying out a loan. They got a $900 million loan they paying out on. So,
what is Kawhi? Some more like commercials or something? Oh. Need to hop on social media or something.
It's gonna be real difficult for them to not have
dancing around and stuff for them to get in the finals.
Even if he do get in there, I hope he lose.
Right, I think it's gonna be a team like that that's gonna get it.
Yeah, I don't mind 4-8.
That don't really hurt them at all. LeBron losing don't hurt them at all. Because the thing is they just need them there for the games. Once they get them there for the games, they good.
And they're gonna pack that stadium.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna pack it as much as they can because right now they're trying to find ways, some of the restrictions being lifted, so they can get players in now. Like in Dallas, they just start letting players in. They finna start
out here in Katy, they got a $90 million stadium for a high school that they're gonna try to put them in if it get drastic.
Oh well, they've already passed that. They were talking about doing that, but the thing is that those ventilators, they did put them in there. But you can get those here. Like you can get, people don't know that you can get that. You can, all it is a help to filter. You can get help to filter. That's all it is a help to filter.
Exactly.
Get those in for like $700. Get you a help to filter and just keep clean air going through your crib. You gonna be good.
Exactly.
So people
don't
can
want
do
you
that
to-
in their own house, and that's
No,
what they've been
they don't
doing.
want that to happen. They want you to go to the hospital.
Yeah, they do want you to go to the hospital now.
Yep.
I'll be like, I just smoke weed. That shit ventilates me like a motherfucker.
Smoke weed every day.
The weed never let me down, dog. Just smoke weed. Right? It's a ventilator. No bullshit. Think about it. When has weed hurt you?
Oh God.
Never.
Weed hurt me. I want to find out.
Now you know Cino stance on that.
It's hurting you.
No, I've never seen a motherfucker
Like, stay off the weed.
go do a violent crime.